Alright, so in this video I'm going to show you how to set the limits and force on an older Chamberlain LiftMaster or Craftsman DC belt drive garage door opener, or the screw drive if you happen to have the LiftMaster 3840. I'll put a list of model numbers in the description that this will work for. This particular one I'm dealing with is a Chamberlain Whisper Drive Plus model HD900D. Blech. So, first thing you got to do is find your programming buttons. Now, if you have an opener that has just the one light cover with the lights on the front, the programming buttons are going to be on the back of the machine. If you have one with two light covers like this one, it's going to be on the same side of the opener as this purple antenna. You'll need to take off the light cover. Now, on whatever opener you have, you're going to have two buttons. You're going to have, let's see if this helps. Yeah, there you go. You're going to have a black button and you're going to have a color button. It's either going to be purple or it's going to be red, like this one over here. Now, if you have an opener like this one, when you're programming the limits, the black button is going to move the door up and the red or purple button is going to move the door down. On this one, since the buttons are one on top of the other, it's pretty straightforward, pretty obvious. That's up, that's down. Probably don't even need to explain that. To do this, you are going to need a working remote that's programmed to the opener, or you're going to need to have somebody standing at the wall console to hit the button for you, unless you want to run across the garage. So first thing we're going to do is set the travel limits. To put this in program mode, you're going to take the black button and hold it until, just take this all the way out. You're going to take the black button and hold it until this light starts flat, the LED up there starts flashing. So now we're in programming mode. Now to set the up limit, you're just going to hold the black button until the door gets fully open. And then let go once you get close, and you can kind of toggle it and do some fine tuning. Now, as far as the up limit goes, you don't really want to set it any higher than the opening for a couple of reasons. Because first of all, you're not going to be able to fit anything taller than that opening through the opening anyway. And if you open the door too high, it can put extra strain on the opener, which you don't want. And if your cables are too loose, or your spring is too loose, it can also cause the cables to jump off the drums, and you don't want that to happen. So once you've got your up limit set, I can maybe go just a little more. That's good right there. So now what you're going to do is you're going to take either your remote or your wall button, you're going to push it, and the door's going to start running. After that, you need to come back to your opener and push either one of these buttons to stop it from moving. So I'm going to push the remote and push that button, doesn't matter which one, just to get the door to stop before it hits the floor. Now we're going to set the down limit, so push and hold the down button until the door gets fully closed. Just get close, you can just, again, toggle it. So for the down limit, you don't want the rail to bow excessively. You don't want it to put too much pressure, because that can, again, it's going to put extra strain on the opener. It could also break the door. But you do want to get a good seal. You want it to be putting a little bit of pressure on it, so, you ideally don't want to be able to see any daylight coming from anywhere on the door. And you also shouldn't see any daylight there unless your weather seal's broken. But you want the opener to be putting pressure on the door when it closes so that it actually seals. Once you've got your down limit set where you want it, you're just going to push the button on the remote and let the door open. So now our limits are set. Now we're going to set the force. So what you're going to do is you're going to take your purple or red button and you're going to push it twice. And now you can see that LED is flashing. Now all you have to do is just cycle the door fully with either the remote or the wall button. And now it's pretty much learning how much force it takes to move this door and how much force it needs to have before it'll stop. So this is basically how the opener knows it's hitting something. So you're just going to run it through a complete up and down cycle. And now you can see our LED has stopped flashing. So we're now finished programming. So if you have any questions, let me know in the comments. It's a little bit complicated to program these, a little different than the newer ones. So if you have any questions, let me know. Otherwise, I hope this helped, and thank you for watching.